Hi Warham fan, welcome back to our channel. I'm Debbie.
I'm Darren.
And boy have I got one today. Now, I'm going to show you, go through the bits and then explain how this is going to be differently done. Right, so I don't know whether you can see through the bag all right, but these are really tiny. That's fine. They've even got individual tiny, teeny, tiny. So let's get it out. You may have also noticed it contains this, which is the first time I'm going to be using a light one in something like this. Just wondering if I can get out. Right, so these are the pieces.
Yeah.
But obviously, where Lego has like one block bit, their one block bit is tiny. It'd be like one of those.
Yeah.
So for that reason, they are micro. They're tiny. But for that reason, I've had to sort of come up with a different way of doing it. Right, now, let's get some facts in first. So let's move that. Right. This picture does not do this justice. There's koi in the pond. The the waterfall has got lights in it, has the water, and this really looks quite naff actually. Impressive but naff. But I've seen the pictures of this when it's actually created rather than a normal what's it. Right, so price wise we'll tell you first. This cost me £18.29.
Yep.
For 3,320 pieces.
Yeah.
Huge amount of pieces for a price. Obviously, I've got it on AliExpress. Now, oop. There we go. Let's move that
So
away.
it's like a Chinese house, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It's you've got the
pagodas
at the top, and that. Now, you know, I've been doing a lot of flower bits lately and bits like that. Now, I'll be honest, guys, with the heat and that of the weather, I've been a bit misjointed, as it were. But I thought I've got to do this a different way because it's building up as well. I did think about having the camera over as it built up, but because the pieces, especially quite a few of them, are so tiny,
yeah.
We decided to do it a different way. So, pretend that's the base.
Yeah.
It's still fair size, I might add. Pretend that's the base. So, basically, every now and again, when I complete a bit more of it, I'm going to take a picture. We'll try and take the picture from the same sort of angle and bits like that, so you will get a load of pictures rather than a continuous video.
Yeah.
Namely because it'd just be so much easier on me. I may do this with some of the others because I have done a lot of build ones. So you'll still see it being built up, but not in fast speed. It's just easier for me. Yeah, so I was really excited about this one, and it's honestly, if the pictures are anything to go by, this looks stunning when it's done. So guys, as always, let's get building and watch the photos. Right, guys, so I'm obviously holding this in front of this. I wanted to show you first of all, I've got a load of spare pieces.
Yeah.
I did get a bit confused a couple of times with anything with builds like this. It wasn't confusion on the build, it was confusion on the colours, or thinking I'd missed colours. Plus I had Darren scrambling around the floor for ones that went flying. So,
which when you had all those left over, you didn't actually need to.
No. Well, I did, because they were ones that I didn't have, which is why I sent you for them. But no, I think you're going to like this, guys. But before well, I'll unveil first, shall I?
Yeah.
So, doo-doo.
Turned on?
Nope. I'm trying to remember which one. Right. Woo. Right, the power bank we've got attached does not go with this. But isn't that pretty? No. There are two small figures that I haven't done because I forgot about them, basically. So I'm not going to count that in.
It's a floating island.
But yeah, it is.
It's just held up by the two waterfalls.
Oh, did I swear at times, I tell you. It was only twice I was rather, you know. Right, so let's turn it round so you can see. Now, to be honest, with Cherry Blossom, I sort of made up my own rules a little bit. I followed direction, but I did tweak it a bit.
Yeah.
See, you've got the
extra hanging bits from the back.
Yep. So I'm just gonna. I mean, this is a really long wire, guys. To be fair.
Yeah.
Which is quite impressive.
They're not necessarily expecting you to have a power bank.
No, that's right.
So that would plug into the floor, wouldn't it? Plug into the box or something.
But yeah, I love the jetty going over the rocks, and there's just so much detail in this. Let's say, honestly, as I've been building it, I mean, it's been so much fun, and I've completely fallen in love with it. I don't have a garden, so the thought of actually making these little miniature gardens, and they are so pretty, and the lights be even more vibrant once we've charged the power bank.
This one we had on the side, we had it.
But yeah, I mean,
we've had it to.
It's so pretty, and it is. And I mean, you can use a bit of scope. You know, if I think something would look better a certain way, I do tweak things. It's the same as I do with recipes. It's just the way I am. Don't tend to with actual Lego, but that's neither here nor there sort of thing. But yeah, I really love this. I do. Right, so now you want the details, people.
Right.
So, how long did it take me to sort? And this is only sorting.
Yeah.
So it's sorting
all the bricks.
All the bricks.
Yeah. To sort the bricks took 16 hours, 38 minutes.
There was a mixture of everything. The colours were all mixed. They'd mixed sizes in. So although they'd mixed it, apart from a couple where there was an awful lot of one size piece, where it was spread over two bags with other colours that the same sizes, for the most part they did have them in sizes, which is alright, you could work off of it, but I haven't got space here to have it like that, so it just, and part of the sorting is actually part of the fun for me, so I sorted them out into colour. Some bags only contained one shape or size, other ones contained a mixture, just depended on the quantity. So yeah. Now then, that was 16 hours for
38 minutes, yeah.
38 minutes. 16 hours, 38 minutes for the sorting of the bricks.
Yep.
Right, the actual build.
The actual build took 60 hours and 31 minutes.
Can we say value for money?
Yeah. Well, it cost £18.29.
There you go. That's including the tax.
Yeah. So there was 3,320 pieces.
Yeah.
And so the total time for both to sort and build was 77 hours and 9 minutes.
Now, what I will say is if you find small things quite fiddly, this is not going to be easy for you.
No. And you had hell of a trouble trying to get the bit on the top.
These are
attached.
the smallest ones you can have. They're the smallest pieces they go down to. And
yeah.
They are tiny. Teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Literally, if I had a coin, I could show you against something, but yeah, I'll just get a coin from Darren. Bear with.
Yep. There you go.
So there's a pound coin, English UK pound coin, and that is the smallest drill
bit.
It's
only because it looks about the same size as the drill. But
yeah, I know. Yeah, that is the smallest block.
Yeah, try finding them on the floor.
So, as you can see, when I say they are teeny tiny, they are teeny tiny. Now, eyesight-wise, mine is not great. As you guys know, I have got a problem. Now, this has been invaluable. Again, I've been able to use it with the book. What would say?
We've also been using a light over the top as well.
That's right.
An LED light, which well, part of the bits for use for filming different things.
Because the biggest the biggest problem I have with my vision is small things and light, and I can't pick up things as well. So, but the fact I can still do this, you know, so it's not necessarily.
Plus, we don't have a lot of lights in this room.
No,
it's quite a large room. We've only got a light in the centre of the room, two side wall lights, and a lamp in the corner. That was it.
If they weren't so expensive, I'd get one of those magnifying lights that actually clip on to something and hold, because they are really good, but they're also very expensive. But yeah, I mean, I'm just so pleased with it. I think it's gorgeous. The little koi fish, everything. I mean, it is perfect. But yeah, I mean, where would you spend that amount of money and have that many hours sort of taken up? You just don't,
you couldn't even get one person into a park or something, like, or any sort of event sort of thing for £18.29.
What I would say is, if you
and that's just for one day. I mean,
that's right.
77 hours. I mean, it's,
I mean, you've got to. I mean, I'm left with this afterwards, and as I said, this is one that I will keep because, as we said, we haven't got a garden. And this actually gives us a hell of a lot of joy. It gives me a lot of joy to build it, and Darren just thinks it's stunning. So it's just something that's obtainable.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm interested to know what you guys think. Also, I used some. I had to botch up some because I thought I'd lost some, and then I found that I'd done the wrong. Oh, it was a nightmare. Yeah. But it was really fun, and I only got cross with this twice. Surprisingly, it was only once that I got It was mostly actually joining this part onto this top part.
Yeah. Because you have to put the trees in first. They're at the back, and you kept knocking the trees off.
I kept swearing at these palm trees.
Because it does only attach onto.
So the palm trees aren't exactly where they are meant to go per se, because I got it all lined up and everything.
You put the thing on everywhere.
And then they have this thing. I'm going to show you on here actually, because this is one that's slightly different position. Right, so this is two pieces. So you put this together to make your
trunk.
Your trunk. I mean, this is sort of like a slow growing one, and then they expect you to put it like that, which seems really, you know, some of these grippy bits here are really loose, so they were forever falling off. So what I did was I thought, well, if I plug it in there, it'll hold it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. Unfortunately, I didn't think to do that until I'd knocked out
several ones.
Yeah, quite a few times, and each time I was counting the number of blocks in, and I think because it's like anything, you learn as you do each bit. God, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so yawny. But yeah, so it has been a learning bit. I had to make this separately. There were quite a few things actually that were made separately, and if I'd have known then what I know now, I would have actually taken pictures every few pages of build.
Yeah.
For the items that were building up separately from this.
Yeah.
But I didn't think of that at the time. In fact, it wasn't until it wasn't so much not thinking of it. That's not fair, really. I did reason with myself that the reason it didn't occur to me was because I always thought that joined onto the rockery bit just a bit back.
But it doesn't.
And it doesn't.
No.
But I also had no idea it was going to be so involved. If I'd have realised that, I would have taken more pictures. However, I have got a different one, but similar. It's a purple sort of blossom one. It's really pretty. I've not made yet.
No.
And that's even more pieces. I think that was over 4,500 pieces, the other one. So, from what I've learnt from this build, I'll know to do next time. But yeah, I mean, I loved this. It was so much fun. But
So you got the pagodas at the front. You've got the pagoda at the front. You've got the house. You've got the archway going in with the Chinese lettering over it.
Some of this you built independently, so like the cherry blossom tree and the
koi
big
fish
pagoda.
In the water.
Yeah.
Over the water down there.
I mean, it's just lovely. I mean, you only see a bit of the wire here.
Yeah, but it's got no light in that part anyway.
No.
So it doesn't matter.
I don't know whether it had before. To be honest, I can't really remember. But the point is that, you know, even without the light up, it's so pretty. Actually, I'll just show you. See what I mean? It's just, you don't need the lights on. I mean, the lights really do make it pop. Yeah. But you don't have to have them on.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean. I just think, you know. But yeah, again, it's another AliExpress buy. If you guys want to know where I got it from or anything like that, I'll try and find the details. Well, I've got the details, and the shop's still running quite happily, so you know. But it's like anything with these, prices go up and down as well on AliExpress. So, like myself and Darren, we tend to, I'll look through it, see builds that I quite like the look of. Some of them are quite, well, they're not really expensive to be fair, but it's more than I'm able to pay.
No.
So
I mean, they've had one.
Put it in our basket.
I saw one the other day.
They go right down sometimes.
Yeah, I saw one the other day that was £75 on it, but that is 48,000 pieces, and it's basically a village, isn't it? That one was.
I mean, that's going to be a good. I mean, bear in mind I'm at home all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really into my building bits at the moment, especially since the flowery bits give me so much pleasure.
Yeah.
As I said, it does make a difference. So it's like I like my fresh flowers and bits like that, because you don't get outside. I think, you know, it's just nice to have things that are pretty to look at.
That's right.
You know, it's like I can now say I have got a garden. Technically, that is true.
Yeah.
I have koi fish.
Yeah, you can't sit in it. You can't sit in it, though.
I have got a nice sun pagoda and another under, what's it one?
Somewhere else.
Now, and a boat.
And a boat.
Off a jetty. But,
that's a very little boat. That boat is out of scale with the house.
It is really, isn't
yes, it is, yeah.
But it's still really cool. I mean, you've got to think, from the house, you're looking down. Yeah. This would be actually quite a lot higher up. Yeah. So, yes, that would look smaller in technical terms. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just love it. Anyway, guys, as I say, let me know what you think.
Yep.
And, as always, Debbie yawn. Oh, my days. Honestly. As always, my lovelies, be different. A very merry unhoo-hoo. And...